Iwobi!
To Iwobi! Oh!
Iwobi!
Oh.
How classy is that?
Iwobi!
Teams coming up are really going to struggle as Willian floats this one in. Turn back across goal, it's going in. The flag stayed down. I think Carlos Vinicius got the last touch. We're not going to see replays. It was very, very close to going over the line anyway.
The Norwich City manager will be thinking that's why he's made these positive attacking changes.
There's Tom Kearney though, edge of the box. Finds Harry Wilson and then Iwobi on his full debut for Fulham. Oh well, maybe that is it. Done and dusted. They've found the second goal almost out of nowhere, and again it was the playing out from the back by Norwich. Lost possession around the edge of their own penalty area.
Iwobi. Here's Robinson. Gets it back from Willian. Anthony Robinson's in behind here, and Iwobi tucks it in. Lovely play from Fulham. And that's what Marco Silva has wanted, an opening goal, and he's got a very good one here.
Terrific goal. Really well worked. And again, I mentioned about that hard running that Anthony Robinson offers you. Knocks it out to Willian. Look, sprints past Bellegarde too easily. And then produces a real bit of quality. And that's the key here. It's a great run, but finds some end product. And he's got it absolutely on the money there. Cuts that back to Alex Iwobi, who's just managing to get that left foot on it. Just doesn't run beyond it. Almost does, but just manages to get the left foot and hook that one past Jose Sá right between the legs.
Sangare surveying his options, and then deprived of any more time. Good play by Kearney. Willian, the outlet for him. Iwobi! Forest appeal for a flag that is not yet forthcoming. Alex Iwobi on the end of it. Classic counter-attacking football from Fulham. And they have the breakthrough on the half hour.
Well, this for me starts with a fantastic first touch from Tom Kearney. Can't wait to see this back because it's just the way that he drops the shoulder, he uses his body. Actually comes from Forest getting caught out, architects of their own downfall, but look at this from Kearney. Beautiful little touch in, the presence of mind to find Willian, and it's a very good ball in.
3 matches against bottom 8 opposition, and they're on the way to losing the second of those. Wilson, Jimenez let it run, Iwobi didn't. 4-0. And he goes from bad to worse. Another hammer blow at the Hammersmith end. Fulham in dreamland. Forest in a living nightmare.
Well, Alex Iwobi again getting his positioning spot on. Very clever. How he's just hanging around the back and he's just then timing his run off the ball. He's in that half space where the defender is finding it really difficult to pick him up. You see it's a good ball through as well. Then it's about the composure.
Maguire, Traore. We haven't seen him been able to have clear water in which to surge yet, but he's got it here. Traore, Iwobi! And Fulham look to have stolen it at the death. Alex Iwobi, stunning Old Trafford. And deep, deep into added time at the end of the game. It is Manchester United 1, Fulham 2.
Wow, what a twist. What a performance. What a bit of character from Fulham. For the moment, Traore skipped past Ericsson and Harry Maguire. You knew United were in trouble. Again, Fulham flood bodies forward. Can you pick the right pass? He chose to give it to Iwobi, who has missed a few chances throughout this game. And this time he's clinical, brings it back onto his right foot, allows the 2 United players to go past him.
And this famous old ground is buzzing Broya flicks that on. Robinson. Anything Fulham do now will be too late. Willian. Robinson. Oh, it's found a way in. That's a bizarre goal. Is Iwobi claiming that one? It's come right on full time, really, but it is a goal for Fulham.
Well, great reflexes, wasn't it, from Alex Iwobi? Robinson does really well, and he's not offside because Totti Gomez is in behind him. Great dexterity, he's just with the outstretched right foot, just to bring that back towards the goal.
Fulham look to spring forward again with Pereira. Iwobi. Pereira. 2-0, too easy. A second for Andreas Pereira. West Ham getting themselves in a muddle in midfield, and Fulham pounce again. A double for Andreas Pereira.
Well, even if you give it away in those advanced areas, you can see how quick Fulham are on the break, and it was Paquetá who gave it away, trying a little bit too much, trying to be too intricate. But still, there's a lot of defending to be done. But it's a great break, and I think Iwobi was just about to be called off, Sony. But look, there's Paquetá mucking about a bit in there, gets caught, and that allows Fulham on the break. And then it's a quick break. Pereira in the hole. Muniz makes a good run off the ball. That's where they want to get him out there, Oliver Skipp. Spent a nice few quid on him, haven't they? And I think he'd just be looking to combine when he gets on. And just get that ball moving for him.
Iwobi maybe in the space, he's got away from Winks here, real chance for Fulham. Iwobi scores! He saw the space, he ran into it, and he produces the finish. Fulham regain their lead.
And I was looking at Harry Winks chasing him, and I think he just couldn't get there. He was tempted to make a tackle, but if he did make that tackle, it probably would have resulted in a pen. But he couldn't get there, and Iwobi just had the pace. Maybe the movement of Fulham sucked the full-back out here, Justin, because I'm looking, yeah, he's gone out to Robinson, maybe gone too early, and that allows him to get behind. Harry Winks can't get back. Already had a head start on him, and a partial save from the keeper, Hermanson, but he couldn't stop it going in from Iwobi. Good movement from Fulham. Moved the full-back out the area.
Traore on to Smith Rowe. This looks promising for Fulham. It's Iwobi back to Smith Rowe, and oh, it's a brilliant goal. It's a fabulous goal for Fulham. They cut through Newcastle so easily. Quick passing. Nick Pope might look back on that with regret, but Fulham have doubled their leads. Just over 20 minutes played.
Well, you wouldn't call him a striker, Smith Rowe, but he's an all-purpose attacking player, and it was a lovely run from him. Iwobi, and Fulham fire themselves in front with a player once of this parish doing the damage. Not the smile is there, maybe not the full gallivanting for a goal scorer, but Emile Smith Rowe cut his way through, and Alex Iwobi has a goal at Goodison, but for Fulham. Everton 0, Fulham 1. No wonder they're hugging Emile Smith Rowe, Jim.
Well, we've seen quality follow quality, because this is just a beautiful run from Smith Rowe. Too easy. I mean, that's just a weak challenge from Ashley Young to begin with, and he does run across the path of Iwobi.
Crystal Palace player Schlupp was trying to get him in trouble there. Wilson, he's in again, it's Wilson, he scores again! What a week he's having! You need a goal, go to the bench and call on Harry Wilson, because he is delivering at the moment big time. And that should be that in this one. Crystal Palace 0, Fulham 2.
Well, you see the smile on his face, he's ecstatic, and no wonder. But I promise you, he's going to be on to Marco Silva saying, why are you not starting me? He'll be knocking at the manager's door. But it's another very good counter-attacking movement by Fulham. They're calm, they're composed. This ball, by the way, is excellent.
Drifting into that central position, but he has his pocket picked by Sasha Lukic. Now Reece Nelson, who hangs one up. Jimenez just a touch too high. Tete. Iwobi shifts inside. Iwobi! Magnificent! Alex Iwobi's season is getting better and better. And what a way for Fulham to fire themselves in front here this afternoon. 20 minutes played. Fulham 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
Well, it's a beautiful finish, and it all comes because of Ait-Nouri stepping into midfield for Wolves and then getting pressurised, the ball turning over, and they never recovered. The initial cross is a little heavy, but they're able to recycle. It's another error. Rodrigo down on this flank, and then it's the finish that I was hoping Iwobi was going to execute earlier in the game, and this time he doesn't turn down the opportunity to shoot. He bends in the most sumptuous of strikes.
Jimenez has elected to stay in the centre. Robinson, Iwobi, that's neatly done. Alex Iwobi has 3 to aim for. He's pulled it back. Oh, what a strike from Kearney! It's just as good as Johnson's at the other end, and it's just as important. First of the season, and a beautiful hit from the club captain. Now Spurs have got to go and win it all over again.
Well, I said that Fulham would feel they're more than still in this game, and they've certainly proved it. Their reaction since going behind has been business as usual, really. They've been probing, they've been getting in that little area again that Iwobi just ghosts into. It really does stretch Spurs, but I have to say the finish from Kearney, absolutely spot on.
They could be shuffling into a bit of a back three here this evening. I mean, when I looked at the team and saw Igor, Dunk and Van Heck in it, you thought that could happen.
Oh, dangerous given to Iwobi, that's a gift! That is an absolute gift from Verbruggen. Brighton untidy, and Fulham profit from the opportunity.
Well, just how many times in the Premier League do you see this type of mistake at the moment? And that's a hot talking point, isn't it? Clubs like Southampton regularly giving possession away in that area, but that is a really bad error. You know, they're a team, Brighton, that do love to play, but this is just a big risk from Verbruggen. You look at the Fulham players are pressing in there, they're closing in, he gets a good view of it, tries to feed that intricate pass in, and it's just well read by Iwobi. Nowhere near Baleba, and it's just a simple side foot into the back of the net.
Berger, he's got it through the legs of Grood. He's not had a good 60 seconds. Robinson, Iwobi. Iwobi! Oh. How classy is that? The touch, the finish, sublime. The game belongs to Fulham.
Well, this guy is on such a cracking run of form. Give it up for Iwobi.
Robinson on his way. It's in towards Jimenez. Fulham have pulled the goal back. Not entirely sure that Raul Jimenez got the final touch, but Fabianski was foxed and Fulham are back in this.
Yeah, one of those in-swinging crosses that if it's hitting the target and anyone misses it, then it's very difficult for the keeper to stop it. In-swinging ball from Iwobi. Jimenez got across his marker. Looked like it should have been cleared from West Ham. Very soft goal, wasn't it? Jimenez got in the position in the area there, and Iwobi just curled it into that space, and he makes the run. He's onside for me. Misses it, I think.
3 attempts for West Ham and 3 goals. Compare that to Fulham, 14. Just 2 on target. Iwobi. They've got one back. Flighted in by Alex Iwobi again. and Harry Wilson darting in. It was almost a carbon copy of Fulham's first goal. More of a celebration from Wilson there was from Jimenez, but Fulham yet again back in it.
Another good clip ball, wasn't it, from Iwobi? He's not offside. May have just got a touch on that one, but very similar goals, as you say, carbon copies. West Ham's through mistakes, and Fulham's, I think he may have missed that as well.
Iwobi taking Fulham high up the pitch here and looking for Jimenez. Good first touch. Jimenez scores. Wonderful centre forward play. Not so sure about the celebration, but almost out of keeping with the game so far. Fabulous play on the far side by Iwobi. Jimenez, all about the first touch. Fulham lead, 1-0.
Doing their attacking, you talked about the way that they've tried to identify Curtis Jones. That's a poor pass there. Iwobi with a shot, Pereira helping it on. Second bite of the cherry potentially here for Iwobi. Brilliantly taken, and Fulham have turned it around. Two in 9 minutes, and Andy Robertson's error punished emphatically. Maybe, just maybe, it's not the formality we all thought.
Yeah, big error from Robinson. Square ball straight to Iwobi. Liverpool able to make the initial block, but it falls kindly back to that man Iwobi, who's having his most productive season in a Fulham shirt. He's aided with a slight deflection. Takes aim, bit of a deflection. Means that Kelleher can't get a hand on it.
Fulham's third corner, and away swinger from Pereira. Canate's clearance, a real up and under from Iwobi. Oh, brilliant turn from Muniz. 3-1. They cannot believe what they're seeing here at Craven Cottage.
All of a sudden, Jimenez was in the box waiting for it.
Lewis James perhaps didn't know the pressure was there, and Fulham are on their way once again. Still to have an attempt at goal today, but it changes now through Alex Iwobi, who fires Fulham in front. So brilliantly taken. And it was that turnover of possession which cost Chelsea. Fulham strike first in the derby.
Seems a huge gap, doesn't it? Bearing in mind both sides are not picking up points, but here's an opportunity for Fulham. And there's the equaliser, and Smith Rowe, the substitute, has made it 1-1. One of the few occasions this afternoon where the Southampton defence has been found wanting, and Smith Rowe pops up for his 6th goal of the season.
Well, it's the old Arsenal boys. Iwobi to Smith Rowe. Good little clip from Iwobi. Comes inside. Great first touch. Good run by Smith Rowe. This is what you want to see more of. Because he gets his shot away, but there's a wicked deflection. I think Ramsdale would have probably saved that one guy, but there's a wicked deflection in front of him as he's addressed it there, and that's just kicked over and gives Ramsdale absolutely no chance at all. He'll go down as his goal, but the deflection off Bednarek certainly made it.
Who's across to meet it.
The dog who did really well.
Anthony Robinson. Iwobi, Smith Rowe! Magic first touch. Barely across the white line. And in the white Fulham shirts, he draws the Cottagers level.
Well, you can't say they haven't deserved it in this second half, Fulham. What an introduction.
Comes over here to this near side. Dallow's touch is poor. Iwobi, I think, has had a pretty good game. He works a position, not sure what De Ligt's doing at the near post. He thinks it's going to run through to the goalkeeper. He's not aware of what's behind him. And he thinks that's dealt with, but it's not. Smith Rowe makes a movement off the back. I think it's Bruno Fernandes. And just steals in at that near post.
Iwobi. Tete. Wilson to his right. This is Lukic. Lukic on his left. Awkward one for Collins, who hasn't fully taken care of it. Swept home by Alex Iwobi. Brentford feel there may have been a hand in there, but that's not going to stop the Fulham celebrations. Alex Iwobi put it in the back of the net. It's 1-1.
Well, it's a mess, but Fulham won't care. It's a warm ball that Nathan Collins and Brentford haven't been able to deal with. On a couple of occasions, one of them Collins. And from Vandenberg and Quixote. It's a real mess in there. They've been brilliant at clearing up balls, blocking shots for the opening 38 minutes. Just like Fulham, Brentford were to pounce on the mistake. Iwobi's there for Fulham to pounce.
Defending, poor defensive moments have led to opportunities which have been taken, and there may be another one here. Muniz to Iwobi. It's Iwobi. It's Wilson! Of course it's Wilson! A glorious swipe with that left foot of his. And Fulham, in the blink of an eye, have turned it around again.
Well, they spun it around in no time, in less than a minute. And again, it's just the ricochet of Collins, which is a benefactor for Fulham. It's Iwobi again in the mix of it. Just a brilliant bit of vision and pass. And a wonderfully executed finish. Waiting for the ball, waiting for the moment to make the impact on the ball, to roll his foot over and around it.
Smith Rowe. It's the first time that Manchester City have scored 5 against Fulham in the top flight. Iwobi! 5-2. Very watchable game. And Alex Iwobi is the scorer of the 7th goal of the night, and we haven't played an hour. Really measured strike as well. His 2nd goal of the season. Beautifully curled round Donnarumma.
Iwobi delivers. Jimenez scores. Well, it was his goal that beat Sunderland at Craven Cottage in November. With so few clear-cut openings, might it be Jimenez that settles this contest as well? Understated celebration from the manager. And those who've made the journey, some getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning to get here, will be perhaps feeling as though it was a good decision after all. And Jimenez with a celebration which shows how much he enjoys it. The delivery, the header, simplicity itself. Well, in a game of so few clear-cut openings, Jimenez nudges Fulham in front.
Wilson roofs off his line. I don't think Wilson has spotted it, but to his left, he's got 2 in green. Harry Wilson trying to slip in. Alex Iwobi to seal it! Oh, what a finish! An eerie silence, with the exception of the jubilation in the away ends. I think that might just be enough for the visitors. Still 5 minutes of normal time remaining, but that was devastating. Sunderland 1, Fulham 3.
Well, Tom, there's two moments of magic here. One from Wilson and one from the finish. You'll just see him here. Fulham, they get themselves in a 3v2 situation now. As Wilson drives inside, he's just waiting for the run. But that pass goes beyond. It's a pass with a message to Iwobi. It says, can you go and finish me first time? And have you got the ability? And that finish from that angle to beat the defender in Enzo Lefebvre coming back to help out, and Robin Roos, who's fantastic in one-on-one situations. That just tells you the angle of difficulty, and that's what it means to the manager, Marco Silva, because he knows Iwobi there with a finish, but it's about the pass from Wilson. See Iwobi acknowledging that.
Zonderberger. Here's Bassi. Diop. Iwobi. Through to Wilson. Back to Iwobi. Oh! What a fabulous Fulham goal that is! Two players combined who are at the peak of their form. And as at the Stadium of Light last week, it's Wilson and Iwobi. And as at home against Arsenal last week, it's more big bother for Tottenham Hotspur and Igor Tudor. What a goal!
Well, they are dancing at the Cottage, and it is dancing feet. It's just wonderful feet, wonderful one-touch football into his feet, and then from there, you do not have to smash the ball to score an amazing goal. This is a wonderful example of just precision and confidence and just brilliantly executed football. Alex Iwobi has bided his time to find some space within the game, but in the last couple of minutes has found it.
Fulham joy. That was special. That was really special from Alex Iwobi.